I know that you're tired. I know that you're uninspired. You are drained and you're doubting yourself. But I don't think it's a you issue. It might be your friends. In today's video, I wanted to talk about the importance of being intentional with who and what you surround yourself with, because that is the best form of self-love you can honestly give yourself, okay? But if you don't know how to do that or where to even start or what to do, I've got you, okay? I've got you. So grab yourself a little drink, get in your dressing gown, get cozy, comfy, and cute, and let's talk about why you become the people that you surround yourself with and why it is so important to be picky about those people. I wanted to share a little personal story of mine that happened recently because I am walking proof that your friends impact you more than you realize. So sit down, get comfy, let me chat. I had a friend group that I was a part of for a majority of 2022 and 2023 where there were so many warning signs, red flags, and gut feelings from the get-go. Like from the start of meeting these people, there were alarm bells ringing. But I just ignored them because I wanted a friendship group. I was craving that connection, that community. And I was so excited, like these are new people, new friends. Like, of course I'm going to give them a chance. And like they were fun, we did things together. We went on adventures, but that was as good as it kind of got. Behind the fun and adventure, they were very insecure people who talked mad smack behind each other's backs and then spoke greatly when they were there in person. There were a lot of little arguments from the get-go as well, like a lot of pettiness, a lot of it was so hot and cold, right? You would never know what day was going to be a good day. You just kind of had to guess and hope that you were on the good side that day, it was crazy. Not to mention my boyfriend and I were also being excluded from so many things like plans, conversations, group chats. They had a whole ass group chat without us in it talking shit behind our backs. You trust your friends, okay? You trust that they're not doing that shit. And they were toxic as hell. And I obviously didn't realize it. I was too dumb and naive. And I trusted them, I trusted that they were going to be good people and they weren't. And that's not fine, but you know what? We live and we learn, I guess. And it wasn't until I left that group, blocked their asses on everything, and took a whole step back from that situation that I realized I had lost myself. Suddenly I felt insecure. All those years of building up my self-love, gone, disappeared. I was insecure. I was worried about what people were thinking of me. I was worried about uploading on social media, my career, my job. I was suddenly worried about what people thought of me and cared and what they was I hot enough? Was I ugly? Like, oh my God, why did I care so much? And it was because I just spent the last 8 months with these people that judged and talked shit about their own friends and then tell them that they love them to their face after they just tore them apart behind their back. And that seeped into my mind, right? That seeped into my mindset, and I developed a lot of their insecurities, their judgments, their thought process, and I didn't even realize I was doing it until I left the group. But it's just crazy how much that environment impacted me mentally, and I didn't even realize it. I had no idea. I just thought that this was normal. This was my new life. This was my new mindset. No, this is how the toxic people I was surrounding myself with thought. And now I'm thinking like them. Oh my God. Currently where I'm at right now in my life, my boyfriend and I have a new friend group, and it just naturally kind of happened. Like we've known these people since high school, but we never really clicked with them or anything. And then, a couple of times we keep running into each other and we just clicked and clicked and clicked. And now we're this kind of little friend group, and it's so cute and it's so warm and welcoming. And it's just a bunch of people that just want to do better and become their best selves. We all go to gym together as a little group and help each other out. Oh my God. And we're all just so happy to sit at home and play games together. We have our weekly dinner dates together, and I just feel like myself. I don't have to minimize myself to these people. I don't have to be somebody that I'm not to make sure that I'm on the right page with these people, to make sure that they don't hate me tomorrow, yesterday, or today. These people are just so warm and welcoming. There's no alarm bells ringing in my ear. There's no gut feelings. There's no thought overthinking processes where I'm like, that was kind of weird, that was off. Why did they act like that? Do they hate me? And I don't have any alarm bells or red flags or warning signs blaring at me like I did with my old friendship group from the get-go. From the start of that old friendship group, there were red flags. There are none in this new friendship group. It's just peace. It's just welcoming and warm and so many belly laughs. Oh my God, I've never laughed so hard in my life. These people, funny. One thing I noticed as well with my old friendship group, I'm kind of on a rant now, but like, let me be, was they used to make fun of my career being a YouTuber, right? Like they would go out of their way, like to my face, they'd ask me how my day was. And I'd say, yeah, I filmed, I edited, I did this and that. And they would literally sit there and laugh and mock me and pretend to be me at home sitting on my laptop and being like, oh my God, this is so hard. I'm so tired. It's so hard being a YouTuber. Like, oh. Like I have worked so hard for this career, right? I am so grateful and so blessed to be in this position, but I did work really, really hard to be here. And these people were just sitting there laughing and mocking me. And at the time I was laughing too because these are my friends. Ow, that really hurt. Oh my God. No, they weren't, bitch. No, they weren't. But this current group that I'm in, they don't laugh. They don't mock that I'm a YouTuber. They genuinely ask me questions because they're interested in it. They want to know how my day was because like they want to know. Why do I keep doing that? Hell, they even watch my YouTube videos because they want to support me in any way, shape, or form they can. These are friends. My mindset, my habits, my place in this group, it's not threatened. It's not negative. It's not draining. It's not horrible. It's not borderline bullying. It's just peace. It's just nice and peaceful. Like life is worth living. I'm so sorry. That story went a little bit longer than it was supposed to, but I feel like I really had to tell it, all details and everything, to truly get you to this part one of the segment. Yes, we're only at part one. Oh my God. Evaluate your friends. Every single one of them. I want you to write a list, mentally or on paper, doesn't matter. And I want you to ask yourself these questions when you think about these people. I've got them written down. So, how do I feel after hanging out with them? Do I feel like I can be my full self, or am I constantly filtering and shrinking myself? Do they celebrate my growth, or do they seem uncomfortable with it? Am I proud of the person I am when I'm around them? Lucky last, and this question is going to be probably the most important one. How does your body feel when you're with them? What the frick do you mean by that, huh? Trust me, your body knows when a person is not good for you before your mind can figure it out, okay? Trust me. Trust me. I felt so anxious around my old friendship group and I didn't understand why. Like, yes, I have anxiety. I've been diagnosed with it, but it was all the time. One-on-one with just one of the friends from the friendship group, anxious. The group chat was going off, nauseous. Doing something that I always do, but now it's with this group, weird fucking vibes. Like, obviously something wasn't right and I couldn't put my finger on it, and like I was going to therapy and I was doing all the things that I possibly could to make my anxiety better, but it just seemed to resurface every time I was with this group, and I just didn't realize it at the time, but it was my body shouting at me, telling me that these people suck. What are you doing, bitch? What are you doing? I had no idea. I had no clue. I was delusional. Once they start showing you their true colors, if they are bad people, I want you to listen to them, okay? Because your gut feeling, your weird vibes about this person, there's something off about that, okay? And you should listen to that. Listen to your body, listen to your gut. She knows things, or he knows things, or whatever you want to do. Part two, I don't know why we're doing parts, but anyway, if you are hanging around rotten fruit, you will become rotten too. Like, you could be the most juiciest, delicious, best looking peach on the thing. What am I saying amongst all the other peaches? But if you're hanging around those rotten bananas, you're going to become rotten too. And if you don't get the metaphor, let me explain. If your friends, the people that you are talking with, the people that you have group chats with, the people that you are hanging around with every single day or seeing every single week, if they're gossipy, dragging you down, dragging others down, belittling you, belittling others, talking shit behind their own friends, behind their back, they're talking about you too, boo. They're talking about you too. That stuff becomes your lens, your frequency, how you look at the world, how you view the world yourself. You might not be toxic and talk nasty about them, but everything that they're saying, you're going to be taking in. And you're going to start thinking like that. You might not talk bad about anybody, but you're going to start talking bad about yourself because your friends are doing that. If my story didn't prove that, I don't know what will. Okay, so trust me, take it from me. I am literal walking proof that your friends, if they're shit, you're shit too. Okay, the older you get, the more you realize that friendships are not about who you've known the longest. It's about who makes you feel seen, heard, supported, and loved. Loved. What happened there? I don't know. Like, I know a lot of people who hold on to friendships because they've known them since kindergarten, or we grew up together, or, we went to high school together. They would never do anything bad to me. And it's like the most toxic freaking relationship situation, whatever, on this planet. Like, I've got a lot of personal stories. Like, I once had a friend that I knew from my childhood, and we were ride and dies. Like, we were inseparable. We would be seen literally everywhere together, like two peas in a pod kind of vibe. But for the last few years of that friendship, she was talking mad smack behind my back. She was not on my team. Anyone who was willing to listen, she'd be talking down on me. Like, I had to hear from my own boyfriend at the time how much smack she was talking bad about me, and I'm just sitting there like, snip, snip, bitch, see you later. Like, we had years of friendship, and she did that. You know what I mean? Like, she knew what she was doing. She was not holding back, right? I was not putting up with that. Even at my most insecure, useless self, I was not putting up with that. I was like, ew. That's kind of weird. What the fuck? You're my friend. Just because I've known you since I was 5 does not excuse your shitty ass behavior. Like, you know what you're doing. You are not being a good friend. You're being an asshole. You do not have my back. Why would I want to be around you? The fuck? But Shelly, what about the benefit of the doubt? No, absolutely not. I believe that the benefit of the doubt is for the other person, not for you. Because every time I have given the benefit of the doubt, it has never benefited me. It just gave the other person another chance to hurt me, to disappoint me, to show me why I doubted them in the first place. So I definitely do not believe in the benefit of the doubt, because a real friend who is on your side is not going to do that shit. Okay? They will take accountability if they've done anything wrong. And they're not just gonna, sweep it under the rug and hope for the best. Where did the sun go? And they're actually going to care if they've hurt you. They're going to hear you out. They're going to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're my friend. Why would I want to do that? And they definitely are not going to be talking bad about you, especially in a room full of people. Okay? Absolutely not. Like, in my personal experience, and just from literally everything that you read on the internet, the benefit of the doubt is just a permission slip for shitty people to keep showing up half-heartedly and still have access to you while treating you like shit. They know what they're doing. Okay? They know what they're doing. So when they show you their true colors, don't repaint them. Don't let them get away with their shitty behavior and give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh my God, they're having a bad day. Or they're having a bad mental health day. Like, their grandma just died. Like, blah, blah. None of that is an excuse to be a bad person. Don't repaint them just because you're scared of losing them, or you're scared of being alone, or blah, blah, blah. Like, what you should be scared of is giving your friendship and your energy to the wrong person constantly, because they keep showing you time and time again that they're not a good person. But your ears are closed. You don't want to listen. You don't want to believe it. Outgrowing friendship is not mean. It is necessary. Necessary. Trust me when I say that the biggest form of self-love is letting go of friendships that are no longer aligning with you. You cannot do anything better for yourself than getting rid of people that are horrible for you. You are keeping these doors open for whatever reason. You're too scared to be alone. You're too afraid to let, like, you've been friends since high school, like, blah, blah, blah. But there is another friend, a better friend, who's going to treat you so good, and who's going to be on the same page as you, and is going to make you belly laugh like you've never belly laughed before. But you're not going to get that friend if you don't close the door to this old friend that is not even a friend. Trust me when I say that you are allowed to evolve. You are allowed to protect your peace. You're allowed to want a supportive friend. You're allowed to want a friend that is going to be on your team and not your opposition. Okay? You are allowed to want that. You are allowed to want more depth, support, and safety from a friendship. Like, none of that means that you are a cold-hearted, nasty, mean bitch. Okay? That just means that you have self-worth, and you know what you are worth, and you deserve to have good friends. Supportive friends. Friends that don't talk bad about you. Friends that don't make you feel excluded. Friends that uplift you and make you feel like you are actually important in their life. You're actually loved. You're actually wanted. They want to hang out with you. Like, you deserve good friends. You have a friend that's not serving you, you are more than welcome to withdraw from that situation. You can communicate with them if you want to, and it might get better, but usually you have a bit of a feel for what this friend is going to react. And most of the time, you understand that communicating with them is like talking to a brick wall. It's always good to communicate, okay? I am 100% condoning that. Communication is key. But if you've already tried that, or you know it's a lost cause, you're allowed to walk away. You're in a season where you feel like you're alone right now. Maybe you've just cut someone off, or maybe you're struggling to find friends, or whatever the situation. You are alone. You feel isolated right now. You feel lost. You feel like you have no one. Trust me, your people are on their way, okay? But you just have to do a couple of things first before they find you. And that is number one, be your true self, okay? Your true, most aligned friends that are going to be your ride and dies, they're not going to find you if you're not being your true self. Your most healed, best version, hottest self. They're not going to find you if you're not that. So get clear on the type of friend that you want to have and give that to yourself. You know, be the friend that you want to be. Take yourself on dates. Speak kind to yourself. Be supportive. Show up for yourself like you would that friend that you want. And eventually that friend is going to find you. And it always happens in the weirdest, wackiest ways. That type of energy, you showing up for yourself and, you know, working on yourself and taking yourself on dates and stuff, that energy is going to attract those friends that feel like a breath of fresh air. So before you even do anything, you know, you've watched this whole entire video, you're wondering what to do, you're wondering if you should go watch my video on how to make friends, absolutely. Go and watch that. But first, be clear on what you want in a friendship, because that is the most important thing, okay? The lighting has honestly gotten so bad. It is so stormy outside. I'm not even kidding. Like, it is about to rumble out there. Like, oh my god, we better get some lightning. I want a light show going on, okay? Like, if I'm not hearing thunder in the next 20 minutes, I don't know what I'm going to be hearing, because it is so stormy out there. But if you've gotten this far in the video, instead of leaving a little emoji down below, I want you to tell me what you have learned about friendships. Like, it could have been from this video, a past experience, you know, something, a quote you read online, like whatever it may be. I want you to share that down below in the comment section, because I want that comment section to be filled with hot friends with hot friendship tips and tricks that are going to help people. So when they're scrolling while I'm talking, they can just browse and get some hot tips from everybody. Plus, I want to chat about it. I love this topic so much. So without further ado, I am going to love you and leave you guys. I will see you in my video on Sunday. So bye.